Hi Sarah, so just a quick video to talk through this. So unfortunately when you're using a text entry and using the content validation of date, all this really does is just make sure your participants can actually have to enter their response in this way. It doesn't actually treat it as a date, it's still only treated it just as a text entry response. If this was set to number, it would give you the option for greater than, less than, and so on, but don't change this right now because it will invalidate data. But the only option I can think of for now I will talk through, but I'll also talk through how you can set this up so that you can use between functionality in the future as if it really was a date. So we're going to click into reports and we're just going to figure out the only way at the moment I can think of that will work for our logic. So I'm just going to start off from scratch and add a filter and do question 1. We're going to say contains, and we're going to say 06. Now, as you said, the problem with this is that it could be the day. So all we need to do is just add the slash afterwards, and then just basically say this could be the day or month right now. But then all we need to do is click on the other one and say if and does not contain /06. So basically, the way we have this set up, actually my apologies, so that is correct this way, but we just need to do it in another action set so that it's kept together. But basically we're saying if the date contains the month 06 but does not contain the day 06, so /06. Now obviously this doesn't work for if we have the 6th of the 6th, so I'll just talk through how we can do that right now. So what I would do is contains 0606, then I would add a new action set and change this to any, so any of these can be true. Then all we need to say is all of these are true. So we need to say now the option I mentioned above, so 06/ or contains 06/ but does not contain /06. So basically now we're saying that if it contains 06 and does not contain the day 06, but then we have our bases covered up here. This functionality should work correctly for you. I know this is really awkward, but dates are very awkward to work with unless you are putting them in the format of year, month, day, or year, month, day. But like I say, I'll talk through now how we can make this really simple and moving forward in the future. So if you ever have a date going forward in the future, it doesn't matter what format you have it in at all. It really doesn't. But what all you need to do is you could set your content validation to be dates, so they have to enter it in the correct way. But embedded data will allow you to treat something as a date. So if we were to click into the survey flow, and as I've already done here, after the question block where you ask for their date, just add in, so just click on add a new element here, use embedded data, call this date, and then for the value just paste in or pipe in the value that they enter for their date. So I'm just going to put that in there like this. And the last step to this is if you click on options on embedded data, you have an option here to enable embedded data variable types. So if we click on that, you'll see this little box appears here, and one of the options in here is date. So if I set that and save flow, once I collect a couple of responses, I will have an embedded data stored as a date format. So if I was to go through to my reports now, and I click on manage filters, just for example, I'm just going to clear these for now. So get rid of all of these. So now if I was to base this off an embedded data called date, you'll see here that we're optioned for today, yesterday, last 7 days, and then before or between. So we can say between this date and this date, and it will pull in correctly. So that's just this simple way of setting up. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit late for this one, unless you're still collecting responses. What you could do is do this right now, so all the ones going forward are correct, but then you would have to do an export of your data, change the date format, or add in the date as an embedded data like manually in your data file and then re-import it so you can use that. So that's completely up to you. If you want to go down that route, please just let me know and I can talk you through the steps. But I hope this makes sense. I hope this is going to be an option for you in future. Please let me know if you have any other questions.